counted 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if you want to turn in your final project, it's for voice, and make sure you are ready. Okay, you can make some practice. Okay, and let's open the PPT right here. And this is the course content for the week 1, okay? And the title is The Beauty and Writing, okay? Oh, today we will end up like 11:30 because I have something need to promote for the full-time teacher and part-time teachers, okay? Especially the interdisciplinary courses, okay? And so if maybe we will not take a 10 minutes break, maybe we will just on 11:30 we will finish the class today. And for this part we have 4 parts of contents. The first one is the definitions, okay, for logical and critical thinking. And second one, what is beauty, okay? Second one, what is writing? And number 4 is conclusion, okay? And let's look at the first one for the definitions, okay? And logical thinking, this is the process of using the reasoning consistently to conclude. Okay, let's use the pens right here. Conclude, okay? It involves a sequence of steps based on sound principles of logic, okay? Logical thinking is often used in problem solving and decision making, where each step follows from the previous one in a clear and a rational manner. This is the ability to think clearly and rationally, okay? Understanding the logical connection between ideas. And it involves evaluating information and arguments, identifying biases, and making reasoned judgments. And critical thinking is about being active, okay? Active, and not the passive. Sometimes, I have child. Sometimes, they are active, but right now in this age generation, I think passive is more than active, okay? And so critical thinking is about being active, okay? And in the learning process, and questioning assumption and assessing the validity of information. Validity of information is very crucial because they call the Taiwan is like a fraud paradise. Have you heard about the news? They call Taiwan is fraud. Fraud means that's a lot of money, lying, call, especially elder people, they retire, they will call some fraud phone calls. So they lost a lot of money. And you can write down the 165, okay? 165 is the official identification of fraud organization. Actually, it's about the police department, okay? And every day they have the numbers, okay? So sometimes the money cost is like $103 billion, okay? So it's a very serious in Taiwan right now, okay? Fraud, F-R-A-U-D, okay? And both logical and critical thinking are essential skills for analyzing situation, making decisions, and solving problems effectively. They help you to think more clearly and make better decisions by evaluating information and arguments critically and logically. Okay? And what is the beauty? Okay, that's from the professional perspective to look at the beauty. And I remember your assignment. They have I think called MA1. -2. The second question is from your perspective to answer what is the beauty, okay? But don't worry about it. You just write down as your perspective, okay? And sometimes they will say inside and outside. The inside beauty is better than the outside beauty, okay? Some people didn't think it, didn't agree that, okay? And I have a quote for the beauty. Beauty is a multifaceted concept that can be defined in various ways depending on the cultural, philosophical, and personal perspective. And here are a few definitions. I saw some movies about Vietnam. They have a traditional clothes, right? I think a white one. Okay, I'm not sure what do you call that. The white one, right? I think a long. Oh, okay. Pao ya. Pao ya. Okay. So maybe I think that's beauty. Okay, and that's the outside beauty. Okay, maybe the different culture and different philosophy, okay? And actually, for this course, traditionally, they will talk about a lot of philosophers, but I think that's boring. Okay, so I especially you want to go to the United States, so you have to know the writing, the beauty of the writing. So on the board, I put down because you are the I think it's sophomore right now, right? Later on, you will have a lot of work like the writing a thesis. You know, thesis is for master degree, okay, and up to the junior, okay, junior and senior, maybe you have a graduation project, okay, but it's no credit. The master program, they call the thesis, okay? So you can see the structure for I think the final project thesis for PhD, okay? Do you remember my title I put down is a PhD. PhD means the Doctor of Philosophy, okay? Doctor of Philosophy. So it's take more time than the EDD. EDD means the Doctor of Education, okay? Take more time because we have taken more like more research and more statistical courses and more writings, and more times on the dissertation writings, okay? And the 5 parts is called introduction, okay? And literature review. Sometimes we call it chapter 1, and this is chapter 2, literature reviews. And research method. And for different fields, they have a different requirement. So like chapter 3, sometimes they will call the research design the method, okay? And results and discussion is chapter 4, conclusion and suggestion, okay? And last one called the references. This course is the fundamental. So we don't have the written final project. We have we can call it oral project. So you will record it, you know, so you don't have to write it. But basically, for the beauty of writing, if you're interested in pursue the master degree and doctoral degree, I mean, these parts, will be accompany you, okay? And that's the reason I give a question on the MA1, okay? So think about it when you want to do this research in this age, which one is quicker? You don't have to answer me right now, okay? Is from up to down or down to up? Which one is faster? Think about it, okay? Think about it. Next week, I will answer this question, okay? And okay, cultural, philosophical, personal perspective. And my question is ask you based on the personal perspectives, okay? So that will be the aesthetic beauty, okay? And this refers to the qualities of an object or person that are pleasing to the senses, particular sight, outside, okay? It often involves harmony, balance, and the proportion. Inner beauty is more tend to the outside, okay? Inner beauty is the second one. This emphasizes the qualities of person's character, okay, such as kindness, empathy, and integrity, okay? It's the idea that the true beauty comes from within, okay, within, inner beauty. And cultural beauty. Different cultures have unique standards and ideas of beauty, which can vary widely. What is considered beautiful in one culture might not be the same in another, okay? So, different culture, different cultural beauty, okay? And philosophical beauty. Philosophers have long debated the nature of beauty. Some like Plato, okay? Plato believed that the beauty is an objective quality that exists independently of human perception, okay? While others like Kant, okay? Actually, Plato and Kant is like two opposite philosophers, okay? And the Kant argue that beauty is subjective and lies in the eye of the beholder, okay? It's more like outside, okay? And Plato is more like an inner beauty, okay? And remember your assignment for this week to recognize the picture is Plato or Kant, okay? So that's Moodle Activity 1, okay? The first question, please answer the above picture name is Plato or Kant, okay? And don't worry about that. You have 1 week to do it, at least 1 week. Actually, I put the deadline on the assignment on Moodle, okay? And question 2: beauty is a complex and subject concept that can be appreciated in many forms and contexts. What does beauty mean to you? For example, I mentioned the clothes. Can you say that again? Maybe I can learn from Ao Yang, okay? I think it's beauty, okay? Yeah. But it's a traditional, right? But not the wear in the ordinary day. It's for a special festival. Okay. Have you guys go to the Lantern Festival in Taoyuan? This year is in Taoyuan. So every year they have a main Lantern Festival. So it's like 9 years. Last time is past 9 years. Okay, it's like in Qingpu. Okay, Qingpu is a high 高铁站 and Qingpu. Okay, maybe you can take a high transit. Okay, to the Qingpu. Okay, but it's a lot of people there, so don't go there on the weekend. Okay. And section 3 is called the What is Writing, also from professional perspective. Mm, have you heard familiar with this sentence right here? To be or not to be? To be or not to be? I think it's William Shakespeare, right? And that's a very famous. They call the play Hamlet. Okay, it's the opening phrase of a soliloquy. Soliloquy is like a single line. Okay, soliloquy, and from William Shakespeare, Hamlet. And Prince Hamlet speaks this. Well, Hamlet is the prince. Okay, especially the famous line as he contemplates the nature of existence and the struggle of life. Actually, uh, the scene is not good. It's concerning with the, sometimes they call the when you want to live or die just one line, right? So so the to be or not to be actually original is from the existence and struggle of life. Here's a brief introduction to the soliloquy. Okay, Hamlet reflects on the pain, okay, pain and suffering of life, and considers whether it is better to endure this hardship or to end his life. Okay, end his life is not good. Okay, and he waited. Okay, and fortunately he waits. The fear of the unknown after death against the misery of his current existence. The soliloquy delves into things of mortality. Mortality. mm, what is the uh, number one mortality in Vietnam? You know that? Mortality is, uh, we call it the death causes. I think in Taiwan maybe the heart disease, maybe vascular disease, and the cancer is. I, don't worry about it. I will guide you to find the data set. Okay, in Taiwan. Okay, and so remember the mortality, the human condition, existential dilemma of choosing between life and death. Okay, to be or not to be actually original is based on choice of life and death. Okay, and also the suicide rate in Taiwan is increasing. Okay, especially for the elder person. Okay, elder and dementia uh, is increasing a lot. Okay, so they lost the fund for living for elder person in Taiwan. Okay, I think it's the same for the whole world, right? And, okay, that's the source. Okay, so as I mentioned, if interested in the academic career, I mean, for this part, you have to protect yourself. Okay, you do everything. Remember, put a source. Okay, or in later on, if you write a paper, you have to uh, stress on the references. Otherwise, they will call the intellectual probability law. Okay, plagiarism and so forth. Especially in the United States, when you write a paper, if you didn't cite it, okay, when I speak it, I can use the source. So I use the website right here. Okay, so we can go to this website. And remember, if you give the source, especially for grading, and it is correct. Okay, it is correct. And for your written too. Okay, when you write it, put the references. Okay, and that's sources I use it. Okay. And Let's call the ethic of the academic, okay? So when you do your final project, remember to note your sources, okay? The main writing concepts as follows. It's like first one is well researched, and sometimes you need to read and read a lot, and don't just let's say ChatGPT is very convenient, but sometimes if you use the ChatGPT, or I will introduce a new one by X. X is Elon Musk. They have Cog. That's a new one. Recently, the Cog, according to the Elon Musk, he said it's more precise, okay, than the ChatGPT and other AI tools, okay. Second one is accuracy, okay. Third one is claims, and fourth one is the reasons. Last one is evidence, okay, evidence. And I wrote a book about statistical analysis and professional writing, and this is a thesis, okay? Thesis is for the master right here, okay? And project normally is for the graduation project, okay? So master's, doctoral. If you want to do, you want to be a professor, maybe you need to write the journal articles. So the writing here, construction process is very, very crucial, okay, for your academic career. And my question is for example, this is chapter 1, okay? Introduction, chapter 1, and this is chapter 5, conclusion, okay? But they put on the top. And also the other one, like a topic and abstract, is on the top also, okay? And the third line here is the method, results, and discussion. So method is chapter 3, results and discussion is chapter 4. Sometimes they are different names. They will have depend on your field, like a biotechnology. Maybe they will use the results and destruction, or research method. They will change it to like a research design. Okay, and most of nature science, they will do the experiments. Okay, so it's some kind of different with the social science. And also have a figure and table data. Think about it. They will go this way, up to down, or down to up. I think that's the third question for your MA1. Okay, understand? Okay, which one is the quick to finish your project? Right now you call the project because you are on the university level, right? For master level, it's called the thesis. Think about it. Which one is quicker? Okay. And you don't have to answer me right now. You can think about and put the answer in your Moodle assignment. Okay. Oh, okay. Be sure to type the answers on Moodle. Okay, and this is counted like a 5% semester grade. Okay, 5%. Okay, that's I put down the board right here. So let's review it. Chapter 1, introduce. Actually, it's introduction. Okay, and second one called literature reviews. And the literature reviews is the most troublesome chapter and the most headache chapter, okay? Because you have to read a lot and you have to summarize in these chapters, and you have to convince your advisor why you want to do this research. So you will spend a lot of time on the chapter 2. So I called it the most troublesome and the most headache chapter. Okay, and let me give you a hint. Don't linger on chapter 2 too long. Okay, remember this question right here? You have two choices, right? So the chapter 2, don't linger too long. Okay, so you will take a time. So remember, okay. In that way, you have to think about you have some action first. Yeah, like a data first, right? You have some kind of figure and table first. In that way, you will be quicker. Maybe the quickest way to finish the project. Okay. Chapter 3, research method. Okay. Chapter 4, some people call the results, or they will call the results and discussion. Okay. 2 types. Maybe more than 2 types. Okay. Number 5, conclusion and suggestion. Chapter 5. Okay. Personally, to me, this is the hardest part. But right now, I don't think so, because I use ChatGPT to make a conclusion suggestion. But remember, logical way, you have a lot of, you write a lot, right? Sometimes you write a lot, but people don't have the patience to read it. And you can summarize by using like a ChatGPT to make more clear for your writings. So more and less and more vivid. You can ask a ChatGPT to help you. But don't use nothing, right? Nothing, and ask a ChatGPT to make a summarization. That would be a disaster. Okay, so you have to use like your writings and put the whole things in the ChatGPT, and you can like a conversation. Sometimes you can train your ChatGPT. You can train him as your advisors. That you have a mutual conversation, and you can more excellent work, excellent conclusion and suggestions. Okay, but you have to train it. That means you have to use it a lot. Okay, and for the references, sometimes we call it chapter 6, but I think in the United States they don't agree that. So just call it references. And I think right now still using the APA 7. Okay, APA 7 is called American Psychology Association. Okay, also is a very headache. Okay, very headache. They have forms. Okay, so because we write a lot of the articles for they call the iIndex journal. So we contact APA 7 a lot. Okay, but you don't have to worry about it, because for this course you don't have to write it. Okay, but you need to make a multi-video presentations, and you don't have to worry about standing here. You can record it at home. Okay, at your time. Okay, and let's jump to the conclusion. Okay, so writing a thesis is much like creating a work of art. The beauty lies in a meticulous process of crafting each section. Okay, from the introduction to the conclusion, like from chapter 1 to chapter 2. Okay, it's about weaving together your research, analysis, and the personal insights into a cohesive narrative that informs and engage the reader. Okay, and so the introduction. This is where you set the stage, much like the opening scene of play. It's beautiful because it captures the reader's attention and provides a glimpse into the journey they are about to embark on. Okay, and for the most headache chapter, reader reviewer, here you delve into the existing body of knowledge. Okay, much like an artist. Okay, studying the works of masters before creating their own masterpiece. Okay, the beauty is in the synthesis of various sources, showing how they connect and where work fits in. Okay, and for methodology, also called the research methods, this section is the backbone of your thesis. Okay, detailing the process and techniques you use it. It's beautiful in its precision and the clarity, demonstrating the rigor and the thoughtfulness of your research. And results and discussion, chapter 4. This is where hard work comes to fruition. Okay, and the beauty here is in the revelation of new insights and the thoughtful interpretation of data. It's like unveiling a sculpture. Okay, unveil a sculpture. So you're crafting. Okay, and you're unveiling your artwork, sculpture. Okay, and where each detail has been carefully considered and crafted. And the final chapter, called conclusion, ties everything together. Ties everything together. And reflecting on the journey and its significance. And if you want to do the experiment, I think in the natural science, they will focus on the significance. For example, they will like medicine, right? If the medicine is not significant, they will not use it. Okay, so sometimes for the medicine, they have a lot of experiments and statistical analysis, and they pursue the significant results. I think a significant, statistically significant is very important in the experimental study. Okay, and it's beautiful because it leaves a lasting impression, much like the final notes of a symphony. Okay, much like notes of symphony. Okay. And throughout this process, the beauty of writing is in its ability to convey complex ideas in clear and compelling way. Okay, it's about finding the right words to express your thoughts and making connections that resonate with your readers. Okay, so it's more like a communication between you and your audience. Okay, also like artists finds a beauty in their medium, a writer finds a beauty in the power of language to inform, persuade, and inspire. Okay, 3 action: inform, persuade, and inspire. Okay, have you are you guys interested to be a teacher? Teacher is very important on inspire. Okay, inspire here. Okay, that's it. And I still put the credits right here. Okay, so the credits from the SlideScope. So that will be the 3rd final project tool. You can use it. Okay, and as your pace. Okay, and remind you the MA1 is counted for 5% semester grade. Okay, and I mentioned it looks like the final project, right? Remember, click